Hey you guys, we are back to do another review of Love After Lockup, Clank Clank. Now, please forgive us, the mic is not working, so we don't have our microphone, but yeah, we're going to power through this and hopefully y'all can hear. I just like to hear good, clear content, so that's why I don't like not having a microphone. So
if you watching this and this echo effect is affecting you, you should be used to it. You sit at home watching Love After Lockup. You hear all the echoes in the jail cell. So be good with it and you chill.
We keep it real. Expressing how we feel. Whoa. So come on in and feel some tea. Join the KOED family. We're about relationships and review. Making it fun just for you. Go and God, let God go with you. It's time for Kourtney and Eddie.
I was put God
first.
What's going on, KOED camp folks? How y'all doing tonight? Welcome back to another video, Courtney and Eddie. I'm Eddie, aka E-Dub. It's my lovely wife right here.
E-Dub, aka E-Dub, like I'm
And this is my lovely wife right here that's always got to interrupt me for no reason whatsoever. Courtney, also known as Coco. And this channel is Courtney and Eddie. This channel is all about relationships, reviews, entertainment. It's all about our famous rants and jokes. And tonight we're gonna be talking about Love After Lockup, Clank Clank. Or she was talking about it because the brother had to get in bed. Had a long day, went to a car show. Then we went out of town. We was just eating it up, man. We was in the streets yesterday, dog. In the streets, man. Shoot. Pretty day like it was yesterday. In the streets.
So if you're brand new to this channel and haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. And don't forget that you can purchase my new ebook on our website, KOEDware.com. It's called Swipe Right After 40.
Swipe right. Swipe right.
It's about online dating. And don't be fearful.
Yeah, don't be scared.
That's how we met.
Don't be scared. They go, dang, that's how you met him. I'm gonna go to church then.
All right, so let's get into it now. We can just run through these couples. And again, if people ain't watching this, then y'all know we'll stop doing reviewing mid-season, honey. If y'all not into it.
We don't hesitate at all. Hell, we'll stop right in the middle of the video and stop.
So you got Courtney and Will. So y'all know Courtney and Will. Will is the guy, and I'm gonna put the pictures in here. Will is the guy that met Courtney like in jail. She was already in jail. And so, you know, it started out with the scene where he asked the mom to, like, I'm gonna propose to your daughter, you know. So the mom remind me, if y'all watch 90 Day Fiance, what was her name? That was
California girl.
What was her name?
Yeah, her name. Because she had the older son and
she was dating the
rapper.
Yeah, the African rapper.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he was playing her like a fiddle.
Yeah, they all play them people.
She was buying PlayStations and everything. I forgot her name, but that's who they kind of remind me of. So the mom feels that he's moving too fast. Now she's not sure about him. You know, the situation feel like he moved too fast. And so he was like, well, let's go up to our rooms. Of course, you know, they in separate rooms, but he go into his room and he talk about all the little sex toys and stuff that he got for her, the bondages, the whip, not the whips and chain, but I mean, might as well. Like, why do we need to know that? And this girl on the phone, she was just saying, you know, she want to take things slow. She ain't ready to just go, you know, she been locked up for like, I think a year or something like that. So she not ready to just go ham like that. Like,
well, she need to tell him that, because that's the problem. You tell these people on the outside, oh yeah, when I get out, we're going to do this and do that, so them people on the outside can take care of you. Well, you set that precedence for them to think that way. Now, by the time you get out, no, I'm taking it slow. No, you should have told me that before I spent all my money on you. I'm sorry. When you come out, you always go ahead and just get ready. I don't care what you think.
So, he excited, and golly, he the reason why, child, you should take your Lysol to these hotels, because he was like, we're going to be over there on that couch, we're going to be right here, we're going to be over there, and he was like, I'm just telling you, y'all going to have to, like, clean it down after this. I'm like,
Yeah, that's why you need to take these black lights to the what you call black light, blue light.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to stay in it. Cause
What's that? What's that in the corner over there? How they get up there?
But the blue light is telling you where the stuff at. What if you can't sleep there? Like, I wouldn't want to sleep there after the fact.
Well, that's why you take it. But
what can you do to get rid of it?
You can't. I just get another room or you just don't stay there.
Man, all of them probably like that.
I don't know.
Or especially in them hotels.
Like them hotels you pay by the hour. Oh yeah, that's nasty.
So they get ready to go. It's the next day. They get ready to go pick her up, and so they're excited. The mom and what's his name, Will. They're excited about picking her up, and it's freezing out there. The mom got on a whole jacket and no socks on them. What they call on her little sandals. I don't understand. You got on a coat, jacket, vest, and she said, "Ooh, I should have put on some socks." You should have. I don't get it, but okay.
I like sometimes people wear long sleeve shirts with shorts.
I don't get it.
I do that sometimes. Wear long sleeve shirts and shorts.
When?
Did it last week, I think. It was kind of cool outside, but on legs, you fine. It's your arms.
Well, you don't do it and put on flip flops like some people. They'll wear a whole coat
and
they put on flip. Yeah, but you put on socks.
No.
Yes.
No.
Stop acting like you dress like that. You don't. You're not about that lifestyle, please. So,
this is the second time you said I'm not about that life.
Danny walks up. You know, they trying to find out who he is, but he will be Courtney's sponsor. So, you know, to carry her through her sobriety, to encourage her, to be there for her and all that stuff, whatever. So he is there, and he's been sober for 27 years. 27 years he's been sober. So Courtney comes out, and she is excited, honey. She is kissing all over her man, honey. So she's excited. She tells us that, you know, she got locked up. And her mom was like, you know, she seemed like, I mean, she was a good kid until she started hanging out with the wrong people. It always seemed like it worked like that. And then she started doing men, and she started doing Coca-Cola. She started doing that. And she started stealing cars, honey.
Was she boosting cars?
Yeah, to feed her habit. So she started stealing cars and all that stuff.
She was Fast and Furious.
She not no more, because she got Fastly locked up. So
wah, wah, boo, boo. You want a tomato, y'all. Boo, throw a tomato at you.
So she kissing all over Will. She excited, you know. And we'll just see how long it lasts. She said that, you know, she was used to dating bad boys, but now Will, you know, he opposite of that. And she was like, she want to be with him forever. So hopefully that works.
That's good, man. You know, sometimes you need to change up your pace. The bad boy thing wasn't working, got you locked up. Now you can just nerdy guy, you know, he trying to take care of you. Man, I was a bad boy. I don't care what you think, man. I was in the street. I was about that life back in the day. I really was. Have you had pew-pews pulled on you a couple of times? No. Have you been pew-pewed at a couple of times? No. So, yeah, I was about that life.
I don't mean that just because that happened that you was about that life.
I was about that life.
Don't mean that.
I was about that life.
That don't mean
man. I just go up to Little Vietnam on Friday nights. Have you been to Little Vietnam on Friday night? No, you haven't.
I have.
Okay, well, I know I have. Okay. I went to the Kingston Projects. I grew up in the projects. So, yeah, I'm about that life.
Just because you did all that he just said don't mean you about that life.
Because you was sheltered as a child. That's you. Okay. Yes, you were. Crisscross pants. Fubu. What's fubu? I never heard of you. That's kind of life you
didn't even know me as a kid. So
yeah. I seen the pictures. You straight up nerd.
I wasn't a nerd.
You was straight up nerd.
What's the criteria of a nerd? I was a class clown. That I was, but I wasn't a nerd.
You know why you a class clown? Because you had insecurity, so you wanted to be liked so bad. I didn't have to do that. They came to me.
Actually,
they came to me.
Teacher, I want to sit by you, teacher. Teacher's pet. He was a teacher's pet. Give your speech, Eddie. My mama did it. See that? All that stuff. And you was straight, you did A's and B's, right?
You can still be about that life and be smart too.
Anyway, let's move on. Child, it ain't about us.
What's your grade? What's your GPA was? That's what I thought.
I made it. That's it. I ain't ashamed to tell you, honey. I barely made it, honey. They just pushed me on out the door.
They
Please,
said,
honey, get up out of here.
yeah, get out of here.
'Cause she just
We run out of resources.
So you got Alexis, Julius, and you have Ashley. So is y'all know Julius is juggling 2 women right about now. So to wake up the next day and you got listen. That's what you did in school, but we're not in school. I need you to keep your head up.
Yeah, I'm trying to boss me around,
and you. That's why I got the ring. You must have liked it. So let's move on. So it seems as though that Alexis and Julius, they was intimate, and they said, "Ooh, bam, boom, wonderful."
They said it's been 6 years since I've been with a woman. Bruh, people are reading between the lines with that. You said it's been 6 years since you've been intimate. You keep putting that woman thing in there, so.
So he said that he going to see his family, and his family didn't even visit him not one time while he was in jail.
Dang.
Out of the 6 years, and we can see his mugshot on how young he looked.
Yeah, he was like a little kid.
Yeah, and then how he looks now. And so he said that Ashley, and he's talking about Ashley. It's that last time we seen it, she was up there posing. I'm gonna send this to him, show him what he missing. Bam, boom,
Yeah,
boom.
he said out his mouth that it was Jasmine.
Alexa.
Alexa, I said, where I get Jasmine from? Alexa look better than Ashley.
He said it. Because he's like, yeah, she sent me these pictures. They look okay. I'm like, girl, I wouldn't even. Not only is he embarrassing you on TV, that's what he doing. So his dad called him, and Julius said that him and his dad was pretty much like the same. His dad was in prison, I guess, in and out, did some things or whatever. And so, he kind of fell into that lifestyle. His mom said that, yeah, she never got a chance to visit her son because her license, she didn't have one.
She couldn't call nobody to take her up there. She couldn't get an Uber to take her up there. Come on, that's a weak excuse.
I was like, wait a minute, mama.
That's a weak excuse.
And I think that it really, truly, he probably gonna have to get some intensive therapy because of that. I know that he got a chance to see his family and saying like, okay, I forgive you, blah, 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 whatever. But I think he's still gonna need something. So for your family not to see you out of the length of time that you was in prison, not saying that everybody do, because some people are just, hey, you been in there, if you're a repeat offender, and I done told you. Some people just watch kind of like, no, I'm not gonna do it. But I don't think that was the case with him. So his sister did apologize for not coming to see him. And she was just telling us that, they had a rocky relationship, they was kind of arguing back and forth and things like that. So, but she said, but she's grateful for Alexa. This is my best friend. I knew that she was going to take care of you. I knew she was going to be your support. I'm saying, well, did you set Alexa up to be that because you ain't want to talk to him?
That's what it sounds like.
I don't understand the relationship, the dynamic here.
But Alexa was so blinded and so gullible, she fell for it. So, hey, why not use it?
The mom was just saying, she apologized for not seeing him, and she was just saying, she grew up, she was a drunk, and she did apologize for not raising him the way that he needed to be raised, because she was like, she was drinking a lot, she was going through depression, she just had her own issues, and she just could not do what she needed to do for him, so she failed him.
Yeah, man, he came up through a broken household, it sounds like. Golly, the dad in and out of jail, and then the mom, she's an alcoholic, and the sister, they didn't like each other, man, so you can kind of see why sometimes people fall through the cracks.
Right. It don't seem like he had no family support, period.
No structure.
Yeah. And so, he accepted, it seems as though he accepted their apology, but he did still seem a little sad and broken because of that, because, yeah. And they was like, oh my gosh, you changed, you're so tall. I said, look at where he went in. He looked like a kid. Now look at him now. So, I hated to see that part. And I hate that Alexis is involved in that, because now he like, I'm out, I'm free. I don't want to be held down, and now it seems like Alexis is more of the parent, I want to say, what I'm saying? Like she's taking on that role as being a supportive parent or family or whatever. It's weird. So anyway, so they go back to their place, because I guess he stayed there now. And so he was telling Lexi that, you know, my friend just keeps calling me and stuff. That's the girl Ashley. And he be sending her the voicemail. She like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
She said she was gonna leave him alone when he stood up for her birthday. I'm done with him. Catch the hint and keep it moving.
When she took them pictures,
why she posing like she was back in 1975?
when she took them pictures and everything, so he finally called her back. He told Alexis he was stepping out, you know, he stepped outside. And I don't know how she did not hear the conversation because it looked like the little patio door was open. But anyway, he told her, and she was like, Julius? He was like, yeah. He was like, where you at? He's like, I'm on my way right now to come see you. Oh my God, yeah. So she excited and stuff like that. So he tell Alexis that, you know, he finna go see his friend. And so she was like, okay, bet. You know, basically, I'll take you. He was like, well, no, I'm going to get an Uber and go see him and stuff like that. Or I'll be back in 30 minutes. So he was saying, you know, he just getting out. You know, of course, he wasn't intimate with no woman. So he trying to see tap, tap, and tap, 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 tap. So he just trying to taste the rainbow, honey. That's basically what it is with that. Let's move on to Brooke and JK. Like, he got no teeth. So they arrived at his mama's house. And, you know, him and his stepdaddy got their, you know, words and stuff like that, you know, when they kind of play rough or whatever. But, you know, he said stepdad always been there for him. And
he said he hated his stepdad. He told him when he was a kid that he used to tell his stepdad, you ain't my dad. That's the only thing a stepdad don't want to hear. You ain't my dad, leave me alone. But after all that venom he spewed at his stepdad never left. So he just gained the respect from his stepdad, and you know, and he loved him for that, you know, cause hey, you gotta give some stepdads credit, man. Cause I know soon somebody said, "You ain't my dad," you right. Oh yeah, I'll probably, you know, clank. Yeah, I'll be in love on the show Love After Lockup. You gonna be calling me when I was locked up. Baby, put some on my books, baby. Put some on my books. So you come pick me up.
So you got Marla, I think her name was Marla. She gave up her room so that JK and Brooke.
You should have kept that room. Ooh, that room was so depressing. That room was so depressing. Ooh, how you felt old you getting in that room, man.
I mean, you got the CPAP machine, you got, she said, the piss bucket, you got the wheelchair, you got the hospice bed, you got all the things. But, you know, they're going to be intimate in that room because he's stationed to stay with his mama and he got a ankle bracelet on. So he can't be going nowhere like that.
Man, forget that, man. Look over there. You see I said, man, that room, you look old, man.
It looked like you 2 steps from seeing Jesus for real.
Wow.
Like, for real. And so she was like, I don't want to do it here. He was like, well, what you here for me, though? Like, don't worry about this room. Don't worry about that.
That's what us men would say. We don't care. We could be in the casket. Come on, baby. We gonna be in this casket one day anyway. You might as well do it now. I'm just saying.
She holding on to the side of the rail, like the hospital bed. I said,
Proud the nurse didn't walk up in there. You need anything?
And just know Marla was up there going and peeing right there, and gotta put the CPAP. I mean, and it was light bright, like it wasn't even. It was just like it was like hospital, just full of light.
That's more I think about it, that probably would be a romantic spot to be intimate. You know what I'm saying?
Better try it with yourself, my friend. So anyway, they did end up being intimate, and she was like, "Ooh, it's a 10 out of 10."
And she left the room. She got all broke down. Ooh, go in that room. You aged 20 years.
So they both said it was amazing, honey. I guess that hospital, honey, healing was.
I'm telling you, man, that's probably the best bed to go in, man, because you can go up, down, side to side.
So the mama asked, how was your first night? And they giggling and stuff like that. And she said, did you use the gift I gave you? And it was basically a protection. And he was like, mama, like, he told us confession. He was like, I don't want to do that. I want to feel it. It's been a while, so I need to feel it. I don't want to, you know. And I'm saying, bro, as a woman, knowing that you've been locked up, I wouldn't even want to, like, not have protection. You know what I'm saying? But, hey, anyway. So she got to take him. What's her name? Brooke. She got to take him to see his parole officer. You gonna get back in the camera as you go?
Oh.
She got to take him to see his parole officer and everything. So, he goes in. Oh yeah, she also said too that she noticed that he been on his phone a lot. These phones, I guess these women gave her, or I don't know if the mama gave him. So he was on his phone. She was like, "You better not be talking to your ex. Who is you talking to? Who you got?" Like 3:00 in the morning, you was up there talking to somebody or on that phone and stuff. You better not be talking to your ex. And so, he was like, "You can get my phone. You can see who I was talking to." But she said he ain't even asked about the boys. He ain't even asked for their phone number. They got phones. I said, ain't them your children? Them is your children. Why should he be so overly concerned about your kids? I don't care what that man told you when he get locked up. He only been out, 2 days, a day? Probably a day. Just a day. They just came home. So why is he asking about your children? I don't get it. These women had these fantasies and they listen to everything this man tell them when they locked up. So she is waiting 2 hours because he was like, "I'll be back in 15 minutes." That what they always say when they go in there and see that PO. I think them POs probably making them wait on purpose. So he was in there 2 hours. So she went in there to check on him. So we'll see what happens next week. Now this hot mess right here, Quinella. I don't know if it's Quinella, something like that, and Damodrick. I don't know. God, give me some name. Q and D. Hey. So Damodrick, if that's his name. So Damodrick is calling from the halfway house and telling his girlfriend, "Hey, can you come pick me up? I got an interview." So she said, yeah, she gonna do anything that man tell her to do because she's scared that baby mom gonna get in the picture and try to divert and do something. So she don't want that baby mom doing nothing. Because she believed that baby mom's still in love with that man. And she is. So he going down the interview, sit down, had an interview and all that stuff, whatever. And I don't know if this was editing or what. But I understand you didn't watch this part, but you can't act like you watched it.
If I did watch it, I'd probably be doing the same thing.
So I don't know if it was editing, but when he was up there talking to the interviewer, because she was basically trying to see, because he said he got to get a job. He was like, ring, ring, ring. Oh, this my baby mama. I was like, I know you didn't say that in the interview that your phone was ringing, this your baby mama. Anyway, so let's see. So he get back in the car and everything, and she take him back to the place. The producers asked him, was he in love with her? And he was like, well, I'm just trying to move forward. I'm just trying to make change. I was like, what? That wasn't even a question. Do you love the girl that you call your girlfriend to this day? So the Damodrick brother come and pick him up and take him out to eat. But he actually take him and go meet his baby mama. He was like, listen, don't tell the other girl. Don't tell my girlfriend that I'm going to go see my baby mama and stuff like that. So he was like, you going to be my lookout man. So the man up there looking at the blinds and everything when they go in the restaurant, make sure she don't show up. So the baby mama, she basically said she's still in love with this man. And the man was like, hey, I still got feelings for you. You done had 3 of my kids. I still got feelings for you. But I know I need change. And I'm going to stick with my girl, because, she been there for me. And I just need something different. If it don't work out, we'll probably end up back right here. I was like, and the baby mama was like, hey, you ain't saying nothing but a word. Now I know. So he invited her to the cookout. He said, bring my children. I want you to come. But don't tell my girlfriend I told you none of this. Don't even tell her we met up. So I want you to come, bring my children and stuff. So she was like, I'm coming. And she was like, I'm going to wear something to try to get this man back. Because he was still what I like. Dark, whatever. And she didn't say tall, but dark skin and stuff, he's still what I like. I was like, see, this is why you got to be very cautious when you dealing with a man that still got attachment to the baby mama and vice versa. And they small kids too. What you got to say?
The circle of life. You know what I'm saying? First of all, the baby mama will say something to the girlfriend. Trust me, if she really want that dude back, all she got to do is, yeah, he invited me to go out to eat. He invited me to the cookout. And the girlfriend's going to get upset. And she going to argue with old boy. And him old boy and old girl, the girlfriend gonna break up, and the baby mama get back in the picture. That's all the baby mama gotta do. Just tell the girlfriend that, yeah, he invited me out. Yeah, he invited me to come here. You know, so that's how you run that.
Well, we're going to see a scene from next week. They showed a little bit update. It is going to be some stuff that go down. But the thing is that the girlfriend says she don't care. She ain't going nowhere. To me, that's an insecure move. Because you're not really, like, your stance is, I'm trying to make sure the baby mama don't come in the picture, so I don't care what happened, I ain't going nowhere.
Well, if she feels that way, if I was, what's his name, I forgot how to pronounce his name, I would just have 2 women. It'd be a throw for them, because neither one of the women don't want to go anywhere, so keep them both around and use them, you know what I'm saying?
You got 3 children by this woman, 3. So let's move on to Michael and Joey. Now, Michael is 40 years old. Joey is 48. This ain't finna work. Like, this right here ain't finna work. I see Jordan came in as being the savior, the counselor, the provider, all that stuff. And Michael's still like he's 20 years old.
Michael don't want to be saved. I don't want to be saved. No, he still want to be in the streets.
He do. So they go to the restaurant. He reading his papers, you know, and trying to find out what he got to do next as far as his parole and stuff. So he said, it said in the papers, I got to go straight to my PO. I can't pass go. I can't stop. I can't do nothing. And Joe was like, well, we already ate breakfast, so we done already messed up. He's like, oh, man, be all right. You know, I done been through this before. It's okay. We'll go straight to the hotel after this, and we'll go see them tomorrow. Joe was like, no, we need to go and get this done today, like, you know, because you know you'll get locked up again. Like, they don't play, man, they be all right, you know, I ain't worried about that. It's all good. You worried too much. Whew. So, Micah's on the phone, and, you know, because I thought that the mama had stripped the phone of all of his prior contacts. But I can't remember how he got them back. May have missed that part. But he got his contacts back, and he was like, I remember Tommy, James, Billy, Billy said, send me a picture, and he just getting excited in front of his supposedly man. Like, I don't get it. But the producer asked, did you sleep with all your friends? He said, I ain't slept with all of them. I done slept with some, but not all of them. So Joe had taken him to meet the PO officer, and he got to go to the halfway house. That's what the PO, they was like, hey, you got to go straight to the halfway house or whatever. So he pull up. He was like, I done been here before. In fact, they kicked me out in 3 days. And he said when he got kicked out in them 3 days, he went back in the streets and started using. So the man was like, okay, let's come in here. And he got to stay in here for 6 months. He's showing him around and all that stuff, whatever. And he showed him his room. His room looked about as big as this table. So he said, ooh, that little bed, that bed hard. The prison was better than this. Oh, the little dresser. So Joe is like, man, at least you got a place to stay, man. It's nice in there. You know, he's like, I won't be here long. They told him, listen, you can't go nowhere. Whatever, well, basically you can go somewhere, but you got to write all where you going on this board. What's his name? Michael. Going to the grocery store, be back at Michael. Going to see a friend, be back. You got to do all that stuff. And he said, and if you come in past 10, you got to pay $20. So your curfew is at 10 o'clock. You got to be here at 10. If you come in past 10, you got to pay 20. So Joe was telling Michael, or Michael was telling Joe, yep, you might well give them $20 because I ain't coming back tonight. Like, yeah, you got $20 to give him because I ain't coming back. And Joey is so frustrated, he is in tears. And he was like, I don't think I can do this. Like, I feel like I'm going to have to watch him step by step. Like, I don't, what did I get myself into? Like, he is just too much. You guys what I'm saying? So, yeah. So now you got Brooklyn and Brian. This the last couple. You got Brooklyn and Brian, and this gonna be short and sweet. So Brooklyn is in the car because remember last week she had something say, "Who is this woman in your thing? Who is this woman? Why you ain't got that picture of me?"
That Jet magazine centerfold.
Whoever it is. So who is this woman? So she was asking him who is this woman back his tablet. And he was like, man, I don't know. It's probably some woman, blah, 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 whatever. And she go off and he hang up in her face. And he called back and, you know, they just fussing back and forth. So she said, she was telling us that she been cheated on before. I think what she said,
by the kids' father.
Yeah, something like that. She was cheated on. I don't know if she was pregnant at that time. It was something traumatic for her.
So she got some insecurities.
Yeah, so she don't like nobody cheat. So, you know, he kind of calmed her down and stuff like that. But none of these, I don't know. Now, it's probably some love after lockup relationships that have lasted. But these on here, I don't know. Now, Courtney and Will, they may last. But the rest of them, And that's a very, because if Courtney get back, like, want to be wild again or whatever, so she probably push Will to the side. But that's it, y'all. Let us know your thoughts and opinion before. And like I said, if this video don't do that good, we're going to stop doing it because it's going to be episode 2, final episode. All right, see you guys on the next video. Don't forget to go God, let God go with you.
I'll put God first.
Hey!